race?
Yeah, I was. I wanted to be in a little bit of a different position. With 3:50 to go, I got kind of pushed around into like 4th or 5th. And I knew if I was going to fight to try and take the lead again, I'd be burning a lot of matches to try and get high enough up to be in a position so that with 200 to go, you're in position, you know what I mean? So I decided to sit. And by doing that, I kind of let a gap open up in the front. And I knew that I had enough in me to hunt down most of the guys, but when Sam broke away, he had so much momentum and he's going to be hard to catch today. But shout out to him, Sam is a freaking awesome athlete and an even better person. I love racing him. So after the race, I gave him a big hug. It's his first national title. He's been waiting for it for a while, so I'm sure that's going to feel really good for him. So shout out to Sam.
That little window opens up with 100 to go. You feel like kind of, at least, if technically things hadn't gone how you wanted a little earlier in the race, did you feel like that was your moment to seize?
Yeah, something Jerry and I talked about today was being on the rail. And something he told me was, in the last 100 meters, a lot changes. The race can really come down to that last 100. And he said, if you ever look back at most 800s, the rail always opens up. Cole at the Olympic 1500 last year, the rail opened up for him. We watched back last year's 800 final, and there's a huge gap on the inside. So I knew that if I was just patient enough, something would probably open up. And so I was just waiting for that today, and when it did, I took the opportunity.
It's one thing to be optimistic that it will.
Yeah.
It's another thing to literally have to capitalize in a millisecond when it does.
Yeah.
Once you got through that initial break, and then it really, like at that point, I think you were like from like 8th to like 6th or 5th, and then you really moved it. Like, just how pivotal was that you saw it open and that you attacked it the way you did?
Yeah, a lot of times going into races, I have like some preconceived ideas of race plans in my head. Today, it was about making decisions on the fly, and so in the moment, I knew that if something opened up like that, I just had to use my energy in those moments and make the right decisions. A lot of the races, like, you have these preconceived ideas of what's going to happen, but being able to make decisions in the moment is what separates the great racers from the really great racers. And so, Sam took his opportunity when he saw it. I took mine. For him, it resulted in gold. For me, it resulted in silver.
So how do you feel about placing second?
I'm a competitor, so I hate losing. But today, it was a really meaningful race for me. Whether I was first or whether I was last, this is my last outdoor race as a Duck. I have one more indoor season of collegiate eligibility, but it was really awesome to be out there and representing the UO, representing Canada, representing my family. So it means a lot for me.